Well, hello, crafty friends. Welcome to my studio. I'm Sherri from Creating Sherri. And if this is the first time we're meeting, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I hope you're ready for a really joy filled time. And if you're returning to my studio, welcome back. I'm so glad that you had a great time last time and are here as living proof that this crafty adventure is one that involves building community. And you are part of that community. Well, I have been on a gratitude kick lately. In fact, I did a live stream that I'll put the title on so you can go see that live stream if you want to, entirely on thank you cards. Because here's the truth, I used to struggle with thank you cards. And I talked to a lot of people and found out that three things often stand in the way of us sending a thank you note. The first is, I don't have any time. Well, friends, do I have a tip for you? Hang around and I'll tell you all about it. Number two, I hear is, well, hang on. Do we even do thank you notes anymore? I mean, maybe yes, a wedding, you go, you give an invitation, you get that back. And that's a wonderful tradition. But do we do thank you cards just because somebody invited us over for dinner? Guess what? You can. And also, the other one is, I don't know what to say. Well, I've got a tip and trick for that as well, friends. So stick around and watch as we come together to learn how to do things quickly when it comes to thank you notes and really talk about why our brains are better off when we're creative and when we have an attitude of gratitude. So if that sounds good to you, let's get creating. And I'm going to show you some stuff that I'm going to be using today. And let me tell you, I have very specifically chosen these items. Not because this is a sponsored post, it's not at all. I do this of my own accord. I am truly thankful for the incredible quality that goes into all Gina K Designs products. I have bought these myself. They are worth every penny. And today I decided what I would do is use my waffle flower grip mat here in my Misty, some workhorses in my craft room with a suite of Gina K products. So we are going to be using Masking Magic strips and Masking Magic itself. We're going to be using some stencils and some stamps from Gina K. I've got my Gina K brush, a couple different inks that we're going to do, and of course, I love my bling, so we're going to have some embellishments that we use as well too. You don't have to use Gina K products to get the results that I'm getting today. I'm just telling you that I'm so thankful that she very carefully, as a company, chooses where she has things manufactured, how she has them done. And I really believe in the ethics behind her business and the art that she brings with her heart. It's a wonderful thing to have Gina K in our industry, and I am thrilled. And I'm sure I'm going to meet her one day, hopefully, even one day soon. So, Gina, thanks for doing great quality everywhere you go. That means a lot to me. Friends, let's get creating. I'll move this aside. So I've got some creating space here for you. And what I really want to do is get my camera angles right so that my light is right so that it's not bothering you. I'm a new YouTuber, friends, and let me tell you, there's a lot to learn. I've chosen an ink called Tranquil Teal, so we're going to do a card background that's like that. I think in true Gina K style, we always have to put a little black mat onto our card fronts. And we're going to go ahead and start with a card front and make a very simple design here. So I've got these cut down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, typical card size. I'm going to open my Misty and peel off that protective mat that I have on top of my waffle flower grip mat. And let me show you how grippy this is. Like, I am peeling, friends. Ooh, I am peeling. But the property of the grip mat is one. So there's a grip mat in here by Waffle Flower, and it's called something really cool. It's called photopolymer. So photopolymer stickiness is a natural property. So not sticky like a sticker, but tacky, so that when I put my card down, you're going to see that it actually is adhering really nicely to the card. See, it's not falling off. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to put my stencil over top of it. But just before I put my stencil, let me get two things I want to use here. I would like to do my Masking Magic strips. So this particular pack is a variety pack. And in this variety pack, there's a number of different sizes. And the way that, look at, when I talk about attention to detail, so the different sizes are actually different color codes on the back of Gina K's product so that you can see which one you're going for here. Oh, I've stuck that down the mat. So what I want to do is use this thankful, because I'm making a thank you card, thankful for you. And so I'm going to protect a spot inside. I don't need the teeny ones. I need, these ones. I'm going to protect a spot using this Masking Magic. Now this is a little bit tacky as well, but it is not going to adhere forevermore to my card. So using the guides behind me, I'm just going to kind of eye that to get it laying flat and straight. Okay. So now you can see a little bit here. This is where I've got it. That section, I'm not going to stencil on because the masking magic is going to actually mask that spot. Now, the other thing that I want to do is take the masking magic sheets and I'm going to punch out a circle, and I'm going to put the circle here so that I can do another protected spot while I do my one layer of stencil as well too. So here we go. I'm going to stamp this out. I'm just going to use this to get a nice circle of the masking magic. I've just punched that. Here's my circle. And I'm going to peel off the backing of my masking magic. And I want to put a stamp in this corner up here. So I'm going over to, now maybe I'll go off a little bit. No, I want to have it right on my card. Okay, so this is going to be my card front. I'm making a horizontal landscape one. I've got masking magic in the corner over here. I've got my masking magic strip down on the bottom here. Next thing I need to do is place my stencil. This one's called Harvest Flourish. Now, another video you might want to watch of mine that I did, gosh, it was fun to make, is the class that I took when I got this particular stencil. And that class was at Crafts by Kathleen, and it's in Florida. I was on vacation, and one of the first videos that I ever made for my YouTube channel was a visit to her store. If you are anywhere on vacation or live near the store in Florida, you have got to go and see it because they have the best curated collection of Gina K products that I've ever seen. They do wonderful classes with her products specifically, and it's pristinely clean. And do you know what I mean when I say really beautifully merchandised? Very, very shoppable. It's not cluttered. It's not sort of in sort of different sections. It's like a beautiful wall of incredible Gina K products for you to go and see and love. So this little key, like this little, what did I call this? The little ink is called Tranquil Teal. And I'm just going to take my paper towels here. I'm going to brush off any remnants that might have been there before. And I'm going to use this tiny little guy. Now, somebody might be arguing with me right now that I should be using a much bigger brush for this size stencil. And they could be right. I'm okay with that. Hang on, I'm going to take this off. So you can see I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm using what I've got, and you can too. When you have something in your collection that you know is right for you, use that, my friends, because our craft, it's all about being able to use what's already in your studio, purchase the things that are going to make you happy, that you want to fill into your craft collection, and enjoy every one of them wholeheartedly. Okay, so this teal is going on nice. Let me tell you, it feels like butter when I'm putting it on, and it's a gorgeous deep color. And I'm doing okay with this little brush. If I had large Gina K brushes today, I would do that. I'll tell you that my collection of larger brushes, if you haven't seen one of my videos before, I'll just spoiler alert for you. I use the waffle flower ones, and they're great. I really enjoy them. On a bigger brush, I hold my brush a little bit more here, but here I'm just sort of have it at the neck. Now remember, I put that masking magic there, which means I don't have to worry about getting full coverage in where that masking magic circle is, because I'm going to take that off and put a stamp there. Now, the reason I wanted to show this as a thank you card is I have been working on my attitude of gratitude, because I have learned that there are many reasons that our brains are in better health when we have that gratitude attitude. And one of them is it helps us strengthen relationships. When we say thank you for things, it's meaningful, not just to us, but also to the person that we've thanked. And another thing that happens is the reticular activating system in our brains. That's the home of the fight or flight mechanism we're all built with. Well, that allows us to see things more positively. Doesn't mean we only see positive things. It just means we try and take things in stride with a very positive disposition. So I'm all about finding some joy, and this is going to be some happy mail for a friend of mine, actually. And I'm going in here to finish off the bottom part of the card. Now, again, I have that strip right here, so I don't need to worry about getting it covered all the way over there. Now, when I watch wonderful card makers who have been doing this for a while, they are doing a great job of tapping off of light pressure. They get it nicely even and smooth. I'm not kind of like that. I'm a little bit more blotchy in my approach. That could be my approach to life, actually. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I like things to be a little bit deep, then a little bit light. Now, if I was a perfectionist, and there's nothing wrong with being a perfectionist, Mom, it's just not me. But if I was a perfectionist, I would go in with slightly different approach. I'd be tapping off and I'd come in with light layers. But I sort of wanted this because it's really one color that I'm using here. I wanted it to have an effect where there's some different levels. So see, it's nice and dark around here, dark over here. So it's going to give a little bit of an optical illusion of some depth. Am I doing this on purpose in this particular way? Yes. But did I find this out accidentally? Yes. If I was that perfectionist, well, maybe I would go for something more even. But friends, it's only paper. Okay. So let's see what we've got. So the first thing I've done is taken this die and I've gone over the entire format of the front of the card. Okay, that even just by itself like that, it's pretty. It makes me happy just like that. Let's move this aside. And I want to show you, I'm leaving the card still adhered to my grip mat. And I'm going to just reveal this lovely strip that's here. That's going to be our first step. Now, some people can do a whole bunch of steps at one. Again, I'm new at this. This is an adventure in being able to turn my crafting time into joy-filled creating time. And I'm okay with not doing all the steps at once. Okay, so this says thankful for you. And I'd like it to be, I always like to try and see, do I want this a bit more on the side? Do I want it more central? What am I feeling here, friends? I think I want it a bit more centered on the width of the strip, but offset. So remember, here's my circle that I'm going to stamp in as well. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to close my Misty door. I'm going to just pick up that stamp. Now this is a new stamp, so I'm going to run my finger over it a little bit. And I probably should have tested it before I did this, so let me just get a scrap piece of paper to test it to make sure. Tap, 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 tap. All the taps, friends, all the tap, tap, taps. Okay, so down that goes onto my card, a little pressure across the strip. When I'm doing a sentiment with a fine, small script like this or font like this, I prefer to go again and again with light touches of ink without smushing it down too much. So that looks pretty good, but because we got the taps, let's do it. All right, tap this guy down right here. Another little bit of pressure over top. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to stop right there on that one. It looks like it's good and ready to go. So I'll move that off to my cleaning side over there. And now I want to reveal from under the Masking Magic circle that we cut out. Oh, isn't that pretty? Now, these circles you can use a several amount of times. So I'm just going to move that over to my cutting board. And in this set that has these beautiful butterflies and sentiments in it called Wonderful Wings, I'm going to reach for this larger butterfly. I like it here. And I'm going to go right onto the same spot as the circle. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to give it a little bit of attitude with a bit of an angle. Okay, so there's my butterfly going into the circle. I'm going to pick up the butterfly on my Misty door. And if we were in a live right now, I would ask everybody to vote. Should we go ahead and use the teal or shall I go ahead and use the black? Now remember, I'm going to mat this in black. So I feel a little bit like I should do the butterfly in black, but it might be kind of magical to just stick with the one color. I'm going to do my best to do this in the black. Let's go. Already wondering, are you like me? Should I have done it in the blue? Don't question yourself, friends. It's only paper and we're learning. We'll know next time if we should have done it in that teal color. And here we go. Ready, friends? Okay, here we are. Nice little bit of pressure onto our butterfly. Let that ink transfer. We're looking pretty good just like that. And I'm going to go ahead with one more session of ink because the beauty of the grip mat is that paper is staying in the same spot. And I'm coming in with another little kiss of the color. And there we go. All right, so let me get this off of here and we're going to go ahead and create our full card. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this card. I'm going to take my base and I'm going to score that on the 4 1/4 mark that you would for a side folded or book folded card. I'm going to take my teal, I'm going to fold it over and just give that a good press so I've got a nice strong crease on the side. Now, whenever I am using colored cardstock like this, I like to make sure the inside of the card has a white insert to be able to write on. So first thing I'm going to do is just trim down my card to the right size so I've got a beautiful teal border, if you will, on the inside of my card. So taking that down by 1/4 inch on the top and bottom will mean that I've got a nice inside to the card ready to go. Let me get my adhesive. And very simply, we're going to just adhere that inside. Now, if you were stamping a sentiment on the inside of the card, you most certainly could do that before any assembly, which gives me as a newbie an insurance policy where if I messed up, I could just start again. It would be fine. But if it's assembled, you have a few more backflips you have to do if you've got an error you want to fix. So there's my inside card. Now I'm going to come outside and I'm going to do the outside card. So now my card is ready to go, and I can mount that and be off to the races. But of course, I want to have some dimension, and let's talk about our embellishments. Friends, the embellishments that I have bought from Gina K, like all of the products and tools that she creates, are a beautiful quality. I really, really love them. I highly recommend you checking them out. There are lots of great embellishments out there. I love the Pink Fresh Studio ones. Less talky, more straighty. Okay, here we go. Trying that again. Yes, there we go. And this is going to go on top like this. Oh, chef's kiss. That's just looking beautiful. Let me get some foam tape so we can lift this up. Because when you're making a handmade card, a little extra dimension is something that goes a long, long way. So I'm going to add some foam tape to give this some loft. And we'll do another one of those. And then a third and final one of those. All right. So that's going to give us some beautiful loft. While I'm doing that, let me get my glue press ready. Now is a good time in the video to pause and remind you of the top 3 reasons people skip writing thank you cards. They say they have no time, no idea what to write, and they think they're outdated. But let's change that. I've put together a free digital download packed with ready-to-use thank you messages, funny, heartfelt, and perfect for any occasion. Grab yours now and make showing gratitude easy. Foam tape here. And our card is folding open this way. We're going to go right down, looking for a nice alignment with that little black frame. Because I want to keep things on a really classic level here, I decided to use these embellishments, which are called clear dew drops. And these are just so pretty. I need one of Kathy Zilski's little boop dishes, boop, to be able to do in her honor. And I'm going to go for, let's see, so let me just pick, oh yeah, a couple little, now there's 3 sizes in here, and I love variety, so I love to try and get the 3 sizes going. And I like playing with the position of where they go. That looks nice there. Let me see if maybe, sometimes more is more, sometimes less is more. So I'm just going to go with, no, I think I just like those. Yep, let's give it a whirl and try it out. And we're going to pick up one embellishment, little glue dab, and a little dab will do you. This glue dries clear, so even though we'll see it for a moment while I put it under here, when it dries, it will dry clear, so you can just enjoy the beauty of these clear dew drops on the card. All right, friends, there we have it today. I am so thankful for you. This is a tremendously simple card and project for you to do. One color here with the teals, a couple little extra embellishments with that masking magic makes this one level card that has some nice dimension thanks to the foam tape really stand out as something very simple to mail, very joyful to give, and something that the person receiving is going to feel really well thanked. So, friends, thanks again for watching. I'm so glad to be creating with you, and I'm grateful for the attitude of gratitude that we all can have. Well, friends, thank you so much for watching. I share new card making videos every Thursday, and you can join me live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern for a card making fun and community evening. Remember to subscribe so you never miss on one of these adventures. And if you're ready for more inspiration, check out this next video. Friends, happy creating!